Hello, hello, hello. This is Eva Chow. I teach biology at Independence, and
I'm Doreen Trenholm, and I teach English at Independence.
today we are putting together an advanced video for Zoom, showing host options on participant photo and list, customizing meeting room, added security and options. It's under the nonverbal. Here's the whole list. We're going to go over breakout rooms. We're going to demonstrate transferring hosts, and we're going to demonstrate remote control. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, Doreen is helping me since she is a participant. I could do a gallery view and see her, and when she comes up, I have an option as a host to mute her, and also can mute her under participants. So here in the menu button, I can mute her, I can stop the video, I can chat with her, and pin the video. So I only can see her. I can remove her if she is misbehaving. I can put her in a waiting room as a temporary timeout. Um, I
I cannot see any of the things that Ava is doing. That's why she's screen recording her screen.
What are the two things that you do see when you click over?
When I click over a participant's video, I can see mute and stop video, mute my audio, pin video, edit profile picture, or hide self view.
As you guys can tell on my venue, it's different. The other way of being able to do things with another participant is if you click on the bottom of your screen, go to Manage Participant. The list of participants should show up. Under Doreen, next to over Doreen's name, I have an option of mute, just like the picture. Under More, I can still chat with her privately, make her a host, assign to type closed caption, not needed, so I'm going to skip that. I can rename her and put her in waiting room as like a temporary timeout, or I can completely remove her from the room. So these are two areas that you can do. What can you see, Doreen, as a student?
As a student in the participants tab, I can see the list of participants. I can see that Ava is the host. For each student, I can edit my profile picture. I can raise my hand. I can say yes, no, go faster, slower, thumbs up or thumbs down. That's all I can see in the participants tab.
Oh, okay. And then the thumbs up and thumbs down, can you clap and take a break and all the nonverbals at the bottom too?
All of the nonverbal
Okay.
things.
Next to the nonverbal, as you can tell in the host, we have an extra button called Clear All. So if I have Doreen some other people and she's clapping me and I say, okay, clear all, I can automatically clear everybody else's nonverbal cues and you can start over. So if I say, hey, Doreen, how are you doing? Please give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. She'll do a thumbs up and everybody gives it. And if you want to ask the next question, hit clear all and continue. Between participants and if you open the chat video, should be a mute all button. This is only for a host to have, so I can mute Doreen. It says current and new participant be muted. So I have an option. Do I want to allow participants to unmute themselves? So I'm going to go ahead and continue to allow her to mute herself. So now she's muted. Doreen, go ahead and unmute yourself and see if you can talk. Talk now.
Yes, I can
Unmute.
myself.
Okay, I'm going to do it again. And this time, not allow her to unmute herself and say continue. Okay, Doreen, you're muted. Try talking. Okay, try unmuting yourself. She can't. So I can hit the unmute all button, and now she can talk. I said unmute all, so
It said on my screen, you cannot unmute yourself because the host has muted you. So when Ava put up the participants cannot unmute themselves, that's what showed up on my screen when I tried to unmute myself.
you just look like Beaker. Me, 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 me. So under next to it as a host, you can hit more. Here are the options that you can mute participants upon entry. That's usually set. when you have a meeting, you can go in settings, allow participants to unmute themselves, play an enter or exit chime. That's to your own if you want that. Allow participants to rename themselves. You can lock the meeting. Locking the meeting means once you start the meeting, you won't get bothered of other people trying to get in. If you know that's all the people that are in the meeting. You can do clear all feedback or put participants in waiting room. Putting participants in waiting room as an option, you have to have that clicked. So if the student is not listening, you mute them, they're still having issues, then you can put them in temporarily waiting room.
Waiting room?
Huh?
You want to send me to the waiting room and demonstrate that?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm going to go ahead and put her in waiting room. So now it's just me. She's outside in the waiting room. I can message her and go, "Hey, Doreen, how's the waiting room?" And you guys can see this below. And see if she can type back. And I say, "Are you ready to come in?" Doreen, did you see the message I sent in the waiting room?
No, it just said Ava will let you in soon.
Okay. There is an option of typing in the waiting room. Okay. So, those are the main options. Locking, and we'll do breakout room right now.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead and hit breakout room. So on a host, you can hit breakout room. Right now, there's up to 3 breakout rooms from the last meeting that we just had. I can send Doreen to a breakout room. Notice I have 2 other meetings. So I'm going to, in order to do this breakout room from the beginning, you have the option of recreating it. So when recreate, this is what you would see when you first do it. It's usually on automatic. You can choose however many rooms and how many participants. They usually do it really well and split it for you. Right now I have 3 rooms because my last meeting we had 3. So I'm going to say I can hit recreate or manually. Automatically is usually the way to go since we don't know how many kids actually show up. In order to start sending them, you need to hit open all rooms. And then Doreen should get something. And I am out of the room right now as a host. I can go into any room that I want. I can go join Doreen, pop in and say hi. I'm in now breakout room. Hi, Doreen. You're in breakout room 3.
I was in breakout room 3. I was by myself.
Yes. If breakout room 3 does not work out for Doreen, I can send Doreen to breakout room 1. Go, Doreen. So right now she just left breakout room 3 because I sent her there. So she's in breakout room 1. I'm going to go ahead and join her. Hi, Doreen.
Hi. It was lovely in breakout room 1 as well.
Okay. So you can see that as a host, you can send yourself to any of the rooms. You can send someone else to another room. On the breakout room list, if someone was to come in and they are unassigned, that usually shows up above and do that above the breakout room 1, so you can assign them if needed. So I can break out a message. Please remember to review your homework questions, homework answers. And I broadcast it. Doreen, did you see the message?
Come up at the top of my screen. Please remember to review your homework answers.
Okay. And then I'm going to close all rooms. And when I close all rooms, they get a message that looks like this. And they can wait until the countdown or return on their own. And that is the breakout rooms. And when you come back to the breakout rooms, it's automatically on mute.
Ava, you're muted because you muted everyone upon return from breakout room.
That includes myself. So I just go ahead and unmuted myself.
host has muted all participants upon return to.
Yeah, and that was the setting that I put out in. And the last one we're going to show you real quick is transferring of host. So I'm going to go ahead.
Don't forget remote control.
Oh, let's do remote control.
Take over.
Okay. Do you want to do transfer host real quick?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to go to gallery view so I can have easy access. I'm going to make you host. Change host. I'm going to say change host, and it tells me Doreen Trenholm is now host. And then she can transfer it back, but I also can reclaim host anytime at this button right here. Go ahead.
All right. So now as the host, I can mute Ava, and I can.
Oh, don't mute me.
Put her in the waiting room.
Notice my as being.
I'm not going to do that.
Notice as a participant, I now have raised hand.
Transfer the host back to Ava.
Okay.
And Ava, you're still.
I'm going to unmute myself. Thank you for reminding me. And now we're going to do remote control. So Doreen is going to say, hey, I need help on my computer. I don't know what to do. Okay, Doreen, show me your screen.
Okay, here's my screen. I have to find the.
So in my settings, I have it so I can split and see her thing. To change that here, that's called side-by-side node. If I'm out of that side-by-side, it's full screen, which I don't like. I like to see it side-by-side so I can see her talking, and I can adjust this if I need to. So right now, I'm viewing Doreen's screen, and right now she says she needs help. And so how does she know if I have remote control? On view options, I can say request remote control. So the other party definitely have to give you permission. Okay, click to start remote control. So I already started. It says here, now instead of the green button, it says yellow. You are controlling Doreen Trenholm's screen. So she's going to know I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to show that I have remote control, change it to the color pink. And I even have controls of any button that's on the thing. I can even open up a new web page if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to go back. And in any time, Doreen, can you stop the remote control?
Yes, I click on my screen. I just go to remote control, and I click abort control.
Right, and on my screen it says stop remote control. As a host, I can also stop her sharing as well. So go ahead and
I'll abort control.
So you guys see that change color, and it's now from yellow to green.
And now I will stop sharing.
And we're back to normal. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is, I think that's it. All right. Video ended. Bye.